It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show with Lady Love, Bad Bunny, and I go by Miss Lissa. We gon' wake that ass up. It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show, and Cheese Show. We give you what you need, yo. You need, yo. Every 3 times a week, yo. It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show, and Cheese Show.
Yeah, bacon, egg, and cheese, about to wake that ass up. Girl, who is you playing with? Wake that ass up. Told your big daddy when you wake your ass up. Yo, what is you waiting for? Wake that ass up.
After we do the show, then stop. Then what? Subscribe it like it's hot. After we do the show, then stop. Now what? Subscribe it like it's hot. Now subscribe it like it's hot. Now subscribe it like it's hot. BEC, so subscribe it like it's hot. So subscribe it like it's hot. So subscribe it like it's hot. BEC, so subscribe it like it's hot. So subscribe it like it's hot. Subscribe it like it's hot.
Okay, now the eggs is here. The eggs is hot. The eggs is hot. The cheese is cold.
Good morning.
Good morning. I need to see y'all manager. I'm very good at seeing the manager of the restaurant. Get free meals. Baby, y'all serve me cold cheese and the bacon and the egg come out hot.
Did we?
Yes. The cheese been here just sitting on the plate for 9 minutes.
I'm so sorry. I couldn't find my eyelash, and then I
Shut up, you look good. Your face is
It
flawless.
was in my wig the whole time, so I'm looking for it. It was in my wig.
Shut up, cuz. If you wasn't my friend and I was in a relationship, I'd flirt with you.
No. Everybody, Uncle Luck is not in the building. Lady Luck is just playing. Shout out to her boo.
I ain't playing. You looking good.
Shout out to the boo. You ain't gonna have me messed up. Cause
I said if I wasn't in a relationship,
no, we not gonna do that.
Don't tell me what to do.
If ifs and ands was pots and pans, this world would be a kitchen. There ain't no ifs. Ain't no ifs. Okay?
And yeah, I just don't enjoy it. It's
now,
not an enjoyable experience for me, and I don't like any of you.
Calm down. Now, it's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show. It's Freaky Friday. Everybody share the love. Share the love.
I gotta put me first.
Yo, you remember when I came? You probably don't remember, but it's the episode Greener Beach. You gotta find that episode when I came up here with one lash and I did not know. And somebody in the comments was like, "Yo, Baz, do you have on one lash?"
I remember that.
Yeah, and then I looked in the camera. I said, "Oh shit!" I knew something was off that day. I kept looking. I'm like, something looked really weird, but I didn't realize that it was the lash until somebody in the comments said it. You gotta find that clip, Brina.
That shit was hilarious. I definitely remember that episode. That's when you was definitely looking like Usher in the My Way video. Remember, because he had the one eyelash.
Yes.
Well, we about to get into some hot topics. There's a lot happening.
That's suspicious.
So.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
Is that Cardi B?
Yeah.
Perfect. Which goes right into our first topic. So Cardi B's husband, Offset, and his cousin and his brother, you know, they all split. The Migos is no longer. So now Offset is a solo artist, and then Takeoff and Quavo have joined forces, and they released a new project. I think it's called Only for Figueroa Links, or it's only some kind of chain. So it's like a one-off from Only for Cuban Links by
Only Built for Infinity Link.
There you go. I knew it was a link. So I was actually at the album. I was at the album release last night. It was crazy. It was at Gold Bar. It was sweaty. He had an open bar, did he? Shout out to Hennessy.
Shout out to Hennessy. I saw that party, and I saw it was in New York, and I was like, Miss Lissa is there. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. Miss Lissa had me everywhere. Do you understand me? Shit, except for heaven. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
You gonna get yourself there. Don't you worry about a thing.
Miss Lissa had me everywhere, and she be like, "You don't know who she is," and I'm like, "Yeah, you don't know who I am."
Yeah, you don't know who I am.
I'll be like, "Hold on, give me 1 second. I'll be right back." And then next thing I'll be like, "We're in." So we were in yesterday, but now what's in is the rumor. So this just in. So it's being said that there was a song on their new project Only for, what's the links? Infinity Link. So on a song called Messy, Quavo said and then people are alleging because he wasn't very specific about the person, but the lyric on the song is, I said Carisha please because she too messy. B, F my dog behind my back, but I'm not stressing. You wanted the game, you should have said something, we would have blessed it. So people are speculating that he's talking about his ex Saweetie, who was also Gabrielle Union's cousin, if y'all didn't know. So they're saying that he's talking about Saweetie because there was a point where there was rumors circulating that Offset had a sexual encounter with Saweetie, and that is why the group actually broke up. He said in an interview that it was all about loyalty, so he was alleging that Offset was disloyal, and there was a point on Twitter. What? Baby, I did a little research, okay? I dug into my gossip bag. So there was a point where a stylist by the name of, I forgot his name. Don't worry about his name. He ain't paying. Shout out to him. He was going back and forth with Cardi B had posted something, and she said, my man got a couple of charges. We're not going to talk about people's boyfriends. And he dropped in and was like, are you sure you don't want to talk about husbands? Because didn't Saweetie have sex with Offset? Now, that's what the rumor mill is. People are alluding that he said that on his thing. So how do y'all feel? Do y'all feel like that is why the group actually broke up? This is the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show. We want to know your opinions. Sound off.
Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
Well, I don't know if that is true, the allegations against Saweetie. I do know that is very horrible to sleep with somebody in the group. You know, they're a group together. But I don't know if I could have not slept with Saweetie. You know, she looks good. She's learning how to twerk better too. She's doing way better now. But I just think it's an unfortunate situation, you know, that they're doing that. Quavo always talking about somebody who he slept with. You know, he's messy himself. That whole album that he dropped by himself that we all skipped, he had a song on there dissing Nicki Minaj, talking about he was having sex with the queen in the tree. It was very corny.
Babs, do you believe corny, the rumors?
I'm not really here for rumors, you know. I'm not sure what happened. Everybody smashing the homies anyway. So I don't know what's going on out here. But I'm not really here for the rumors, so.
I actually do believe this rumor. You know, I'm gonna go and just take this chance and say I actually kind of do believe this, because I just feel like, because these are not just disgruntled bandmates that split, this is actual family members. I just feel like, why would he go above and beyond to just say these things about his cousin? Unless they were true. I feel like he's really in his bag. His feelings are actually hurt, because he did have feelings for Saweetie, and I wouldn't, put it past Offset to make his family upset, because he over there, gazing and staring at Saweetie, because she kind of looked like Cardi after the surgery. So Cardi is probably, that might partially be why Cardi started doing all these surgeries to look more like Saweetie and Nicki Minaj, allegedly. And Cardi, I'm going to say allegedly, because if you try to come and sue me for my EBT, bitch, you're not getting these food stamps, okay?
Didn't Cardi and Saweetie have an issue before, too? I know I probably read that somewhere. I'll find it.
And Cardi even stole Saweetie's line. I know that's right. That was a Saweetie vibe. And she was like, oh, you want to take my man? I'm going to take your line. Okay, you made it a hot line. I made it a hot song. So I wouldn't be surprised.
DJ No, go ahead. I'm sorry. I was
They do anything for club.
No, I'm just saying that. I mean, I'm not going. I'm just going to say I kind of do believe the rumors. I think that it might be true.
I ain't sleeping with nobody's friend. That's too close. That's too messy.
Yeah, I think that it's now, as we're talking about friends, right? What would you do if you were talking to someone and starts getting serious? You bring them around your friend, and then they see your friend. It's like, oh shoot, maybe they tap kiss your friend. Maybe it wasn't a whole sexual encounter. Maybe just like a little date. Would you want them to tell you? And if they did tell you, would you still want to date them?
Me and my girl talked about this one day, and it's so funny. I just said it all depends on who the friend is, because I have friends who are scumbags. So if, like, some of my friends are just scumbags. So, like, if you slept with, like, I ain't throwing him under the bus, but like, if you slept with my man Fat Mac, I'm leaving you immediately. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm breaking up with you. You know what I mean? But if it was something that was respectable, you know, it all depends on which one of my friends it happened to or with. Like you slept with Kid Swag, I'm gonna fight Swag.
Why you gonna fight Swag?
Cause she in the building. Shout out Kid Swag in the building.
Well, in the community, in the lesbian community, it's a circle, right? So, you know, you could be dealing with somebody and, you know, they definitely done mess with somebody that you know, or somebody you know the person that they used to mess with. So it gets crazy. Yeah, I don't know if I want to deal with somebody. I'm not, let me say, I'm not dealing with somebody who messed with one of my friends already. I'm not.
But what if you found out after you already liked them?
Then I'm not messing with you no more. You used to mess with my friend, you know.
But what if it wasn't sex? What if it was just like a tap kiss, a date?
I mean, it depends. Not for nothing. Like, so somebody I know had went out with somebody else I know, and she wasn't really feeling him, right? And then she was like, I'm not really feeling him. And she tried to hook him up with her sister. And then her sister was like, no, like you slept with him. I don't want to be with him. And she was like, but I think y'all would be great together. Like me and him are not good, but I think y'all would be great. And they both wasn't with it. The guy and the sister was not with it. K Goddess, what's up? They both wasn't with it.
I mean, now there are times in life where you are intimate with somebody and like it just, y'all shouldn't have been intimate, you know? Because I have friends of mine who I might have been intimate with, and then I'm like, oh, we don't like each other. Now we cool. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it all depends. It's case by case. Sean Fox TV, what up? But it's all case by case.
I mean, I've had, you know, times where I liked somebody or I thought I liked them, and then I saw their friend like, damn, I wish I didn't so soon.
It's messy, but see, I've never had that issue. Like I'm saying,
that was in my younger years.
Yeah, I'm saying here trying to think. Like I've never been with somebody who was with somebody that I know, because normally my girls are like not from where I'm from. You get what I'm saying? Or they don't normally know people that I know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you date straight women. If you was dating lesbian women, somebody would have had Swag. She know how this circle go.
No, I'm just saying, I don't know. And I say that all the time, but for some reason, it just felt like an insult when you said it. I don't know.
What?
When I went on Wendy Williams, the first time that I decided I wanted to be on the Wendy Williams show and get a feature, I made an entire story up that I was dating this guy and that there was no chemistry, but I met his friend and sparks flew. And Wendy told me, you know, if you want to be taken seriously, then don't mess with him. She said, you know, once you mess with one of the friends, you are officially a homie hopper if anything, you know, transpires with another friend. But I know someone, and I really know this person, who is with a woman who had a sexual encounter with his friend when they were teenagers, and now they're in their adulthood. So he looked past that, and they're together. You know, I don't know if he's cheating on you, sis, but I mean,
it's easy for guys to do that. I know I know a guy, right? He got kids with a chick that everybody done smashed. And he knew everybody done smashed. One of my other homeboys had a picture of her naked with dirty white socks on. And like everybody was like showing the picture, like, and this is before he even got her pregnant. He seen the picture of her with the dirty socks on, and he still fell in love with her. So at the end of the day, like, guys are different. Girls be in their feelings too much. A lot of times guys be a little bit different.
I feel like I would be good.
This Freaky Friday, my ex-boyfriend from high school became a porn star. And I was like, where did you learn all of this? Because when we were dating in high school, you were not this person, you know? Shout out to him.
Is he also gay for pay, or only straight women?
Oh, girl.
Because it gets really, and I'm only asking that because
now, girl. Okay? Freaky Friday. So I was telling my baby, we was laying in the bed one night, and I was like, yeah, my friend here, porn star. She was like, oh, yeah, I've seen him before, this, that, and third. So I went to his Instagram page. it's a lot going on. Like, man's took the strap and had it deep stroke in the strap, and his joint was jumping. I said, nah, this is different.
All right.
Telling you, it gets weird because, you know, in the sex industry, you start becoming more, you know, sexually, you know, free. And then when the check is big enough, they start taking things that are even bigger. So
I've seen him with beautiful trans people, and like, yo, he had a video with a trans woman, and it was beautiful. It was artistically done. I know it's not. Yeah, it's not my thing. It's never been my thing. I don't look at that when I go to Xtube or Pornhub or LobsterTube. I look up DP, you know, BBW. But I'm just simply saying, it was like, this is interesting, because I didn't know. It messed my head up. I thought it was a girl. You know what I'm saying? It was two girls on girls. I was like, okay, this is somewhere. It's going somewhere. And all of a sudden, the girl pulled her skirt up, and she had the same thing he had. And everybody still partied. Oh, I watched it to the end a couple times. But I mean, you know, Freaky Friday, man. Hey, what y'all want from me, man?
It's definitely Freaky Friday. Everyone, make sure you are sharing.
Yo, you know what else is live? You know what else is crazy? They got chicks that turn into dudes to do porn with men.
What?
Yeah, so they take hormones and they look like men, but they still got their vaginas, and then they have sex with men.
So how many times you watch them videos?
They cut their breast off and everything, so they look like straight men. They got hair on their chest, mad hairy legs and everything. And
she asked you a question.
Getting smashed.
Can I ask a question again?
So how many times have you watched it?
It's a lot of crazy stuff out here, yo.
Yo. It's definitely a lot of crazy things happening. And if you are not following the BEC Show on Instagram, then you are crazy. And if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, then you are insane. So after the show, head over to YouTube. Make sure you are subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell and follow the BEC Show on Instagram.
Hey, Monica.
I said what I said.
And that is exactly what 50 Cent said to his son. Go ahead.
Shout out to Nene Leaks. If you're in the ATL area, we're going up there tonight to her joint. You know, we're going to have a good time out there. So shout out Nene. Go ahead.
Speaking of Nene.
Shantique, what up?
Speaking of Nene, Marquise Jackson needs some more money from his father, Curtis. So Marquise Jackson is 50 Cent's twin, Curtis Jackson's son, his firstborn child. He's the baby that is in the Wankster video, playing with the Ja Rule doll that throws it in the garbage, that looks exactly like his dad. He's disgruntled and he is upset because although he is older than 18, his father is a millionaire, almost a billionaire, has so many platforms, so much money, and he is upset because he's saying that the $80,000 that he receives in child support is not enough for him to sustain in New York City. There's a video. We're going to take a look at the video, and then we're going to speak our thoughts. It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show.
Boogie, what's good? This is crazy.
All right, so hold on, wait. So basically, hold on, wait. No, come on. This is the point. This is the point, bro. What's the point? This is the point. This is the point, Joe. This is the point. So just because, if the child
Johnny two times,
their lifestyle, they love the mom. So that means that they should experience two different lifestyles when you have the resources to make sure they live a certain lifestyle regardless. You that butthurt. It ain't that mad that mommy got new dick. Hold on, wait, come out. You that upset.
When it's over between me and your mother, wherever she go on and live on and do on, and I don't even think your parents was married. Like it don't work out, it don't work out. But that don't mean that she got cool, to live. She got to live.
That's fine. That's
because
fine.
I broke out a baby.
Why is everybody screaming?
Oh, I got a question. All right, so with you. All right, so hold on, wait. So basically, hold on, wait. No, come on. This is the
okay,
you
so
got the 67
son have a baby by me, baby. Be a millionaire. He wasn't talking about her. He wasn't talking about that lady.
Okay. Well, he also said, shout out to Choke No Joke for that interview. He also said that his mother was getting $6,700 a month.
They both are.
Who they both?
The son and the mother each get their own $6,700 a month.
Oh, I didn't know he said that. I thought he said $6,700 a month for child support.
Well, so he gets 67, and I guess the mom gets some kind of like support just because, you know.
Why would she get support? I'm confused. I don't think that that's correct. They were not married. She gets no money.
Oh, no, you're right. So, 67 is what gets the
she was getting $6,700 a month, and he said that his father should have gave them more money because he had it. The entitlement is crazy. I feel bad that the mother has like almost, he got his son thinking the way that he feels. If I'm not with you anymore, I'm not taking care of the way you live. He like, oh, you mad because mommy got new dick? You think I'm gonna pay for your mother and her new man to live lavishly? I'm supposed to pay for that because she had my child? I pay child support. $6,700 a month is a lot. You know what type of house you could get with a mortgage, with a $5,000 mortgage? Where's her money? So where's her other half of the money that it takes to take care of him? I know a lot of women out here right now that don't even get $1,000 a month for child support.
Don't get twisted. That's over $73,000 a year.
That's $80,000.
It's a little less than
a year.
Right.
$80,000. He got that for 10 years.
Right. So to say that that's not enough, unless you are going to the most elite schools in New York City and you have a private driver and all of that other stuff, I don't know what.
But the mother could have. See, look though, love. The mother could have worked that out, right? If he was going to private schools, the court would have ordered 50 to continue to pay for the school. The schooling and the health care is separate from the child support. That's separate. So you're getting $6,700 a month. Period. I know people with nice houses paying less than $2,000 a month in a mortgage. So and he's like, oh, well, we live in New York City. Move.
Yo, I feel impartial to this because one of the realest lessons I ever learned in life. My father was a millionaire, and at one point in time, when I was on Def Jam, like my brakes had went out, and I was waiting for a check. I called my father, told him I was gonna pay him back. My father said, "Yeah, you get the money. You get the money." I drove by. I kept calling. He acted like he wasn't home, so I drove by his crib. I saw the Escalade outside. So I'm ringing the doorbell, like, what the heck is going on? My father come to the door. He told me the realest shit ever. Chanel, I don't owe you nothing. So,
but that's different, Luck. Let me say
this. And that shit, I'm 17. I'm not.
But that's different, though, Luck. That's not child support. If your mother would have took him to court, he would.
My mother, he can't have nothing in his name.
But let me tell you how child support works. It don't matter. They're gonna, at the end of the day, you don't have to have nothing in your name. You're gonna have to pay some type of support or you're going to jail. You're gonna first lose your license, you can't drive, and then you're gonna go to jail. But let's just say your father was paying $6,700 a month in child support. I don't think at 17, if you was getting $6,700 a month, you would have been calling him, asking him for extra money for your breaks. You would have had it.
He would have got birthday gifts, $6,700.
This is what I'm trying to say. So he sounds insane.
And then wait, time out, B. This is after the young man was chilling with Slow Bucks.
I'm about to say that he was with the father.
Like this is after you were doing interviews when you were younger, and 50 was upset you took the mother's side, whatever, like that. That's their business. You know what I mean? It's because to me, because my dad, he was in and out. You know, I feel a way about men who treat their children that way because I was one of those kids. You get what I'm saying? And we grow up and we hate you and we don't come to your funeral. But I love my daddy. But what I'm simply saying is like he needs to understand that.
I feel somebody like in the comments said
that's. Hold up, listen. Somebody in the comments said that's a lot to an average person. But let me make this clear. 50 Cent's son is the average person. Your father is the celebrity, not you. So at the end of the day, the fact that you feel entitlement because your parent or your sister or your brother is the not average person, you're average. So be grateful. And guess what? You're not, and because your father's not average, that's why you're getting $6,700 a month. Period. You're getting that because of your father. You are not your father. You are not entitled to a lavish lifestyle. He does not have to take care.
But I feel like it's deeper than what we're alluding to. I feel like it's like that baby, it's a cry out for help. I really feel like, you know, that's his way of saying, why do you feel like I'm only worth this amount? Like, yeah, you don't owe your kids nothing, but that's his first kid. He looked just like that man. And it's like whatever turmoil that they went through, it's like it's not like he's saying I want more money is what I'm taking. I'm taking it as him just saying, damn, that's all you feel like I'm worth. Like, you know, he's not going to do that to Sire. You know he's not going to do that to them other kids. It's like what they went through, they need healing.
What's whack about some men is that they treat the children how they feel about the woman.
Hello. But a lot of times the woman,
that's what I'm saying.
Let me hold up. I'm going to make this clear because I know a lot of bird bitches. And when I say bird bitches, that's a chick that will interfere with the relationship of the child and the father because of her feelings, making it hard because he don't want to be with her ass anymore. And so now it causes a problem. A man should not have to deal with anything. Oh, just deal with this shit. I'm going to drag you. I'm going to run you in circles because my heart broken. That has nothing to do with that.
Now, you can talk about the Brooklyn Birds, but I know somebody, right, who had a baby by a guy who is heavy with the money. She don't look like the other baby mamas. You understand what I'm saying? The other baby mamas, you know what I'm saying? She looks, you know what I'm saying? And he treats that child that way. Because when he's in love with the woman, when the woman, you know what I mean, he's going to take care of that woman even more, regardless if they're not.
I feel like all Marquise is really saying is that he want a father. Like, he's not, you know, It's the same way Kanye in that damn shirt. Marquise shirt say, I need more money, but really he's saying, I need more love. I wish I had a dad. And,
let me tell y'all something, ladies. Y'all got to understand, sometimes when you warring with a dude, it will push him away from the child because the child is with you. He has to deal with you, okay? And so it will become an issue. I'm going to keep it a stat. Now, I'm not saying that a woman should deal with anything or a guy should deal with anything, but it is strictly about this child, period. He wanted to live a lavish life. He would have had to live with his father. That's what happens when you have children and people separate. So if I'm living in my mansion and my son goes to spend the weekends with my ex, that means I should get her a mansion too? No. He's going to be in the 1-bedroom apartment when he goes with my ex. That's not my fault.
But bitch, why do you want your child to have a divided quality of life?
Bitch, you should have stayed if you wanted to live this life. He does have the quality of life when he with me, you bum bitch. Period.
Hold on.
Cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
Anyway, so
in the comments that we could get their opinions.
I'm not taking care of my ex. Y'all like, nah. Like 50 is supposed to buy his ex-girlfriend, not his ex-wife. See? If y'all was married, it would be something different because you would be able to get into that bag. But that's not his ex-wife. That's his baby mama. Why in the hell should he have to buy her a house when all these single mothers out here busting their ass to get a house for them and their kids? Bitch, go bust your ass the same way 50 busting his ass to get his mansion. You could get yours too.
Period. But he's not going to do that same thing to his other children. And their mothers are no different. They just prettier. And they wasn't raised in Queens. But they still don't. They're not going to have what he had. And he's not going to do what he's doing to his eldest firstborn child.
Single black female.
Because he was used as a pawn. That child still needs healing. That child still went through some stuff. So I do agree, because it's called child support, and that's an adult. But I feel like it's bigger than him just wanting more money.
Guys, morning, y'all. Top of the top.
Good morning.
How y'all doing? First and foremost, I want to say apologize for not coming up. I look like Shrek's sister right now, so I'm not doing that. But I will say this, right?
What's your name and where you from?
I'm Kutz. I'm from Harlem by way of Jersey, Patterson.
Okay.
I will say this. First of all, good morning to y'all. If it's like Choke and Keith said, because I was on the live actually, and what Choke was trying to get him to see is that he's really blessed to have the father that he had. So utilize your resources. You know, 50 your father. People's gonna send you clothes out the wazoo, first and foremost. You and your mother's getting $6,700. That's not his, she's not his child. She was never his wife. Everybody knows this public record that the house that burned down was hers, a gift from him. You understand? So if you had followed the proper protocols on your property, you would have gotten that money back. You understand? In insurance. Let's be very clear. You understand? And you 50, son. You can walk into any door you want and do anything you want, whether he say go or not, because you 50, son. People gonna pay you to do what you need to do and do what you want to do. You have a different caliber of seed in your blood. You understand? So I agree with Babs wholeheartedly on this. Now, if you was a regular person's kid, then I get it. There are people like myself who's out here getting under money, and we don't go back to child support. We don't beat the guy down. And we want a relationship with the kid and the father to happen. We would rather that than the finances, because at the end of the day, it does create a trauma situation when the child is not around the parent. But boy, you 50 Cent's son. And Shaniqua ain't ugly. I don't give a damn if she light skin, brown skin, whatever. That girl ain't ugly. She was with him from the bottom. She had plenty opportunity to grow with him, and she decided not to. Whatever she did for her life is what she did for her life. That's what she saw fit. That's what God put in her purpose. But stop tearing down your father and stop tearing down yourself and making this public spectacle and try and fix it. Don't go to his enemies. That's your father. At the end of the day, I don't give a damn what go on. You don't smile in your father's enemies' faces because you really don't know what they got for you. They could be lying to you.
Yeah, he was taking pictures with Supreme's son, hanging out with Supreme, and that's the guy who 50 had, you know, alleged tried to take him out of here. So now, like when you go link with somebody's ops,
they could be lying. They could be lying to you and your moms and your sister. Let's be clear. 50 made it very public that he took care of you, your mother, and your sister. And your sister not his.
Well, appreciate you for coming on, sis. You sound like a real motherfucking gangster.
I'm a real motherfucking gangster.
Cause she's from That's Harlem. What it is. You heard what she said.
By way of Jersey.
By way of Harlem and Jersey. Let's get it east side.
And keep saying Harlem first, so you know the vibe, sis. Come on.
Whole life.
All right. Thank you, Lady Kutz. Your hair look good in that profile picture too.
You know, and she said she definitely dropped some gems, and I mean, I didn't even know that he was taking care of the baby girl that wasn't even his. But you know,
and it's
Marquise did a lot.
He did a lot. Though, it is a lot of rich people who do not give their kids what they have. I'm gonna let that be clear. It's people who tell their kids, like, I'm not leaving you nothing in my will. You gotta go get it out the mud.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You gotta go get it out the mud. Jackie Chan said that. Remember, Jackie Chan said he
but they were saying that his son is on drugs. His son is on drugs. You know what I'm saying? So, but Bill Gates is saying that too. Bill Gates, a billionaire, told him I'm giving my children, like, I think he said 10 million apiece.
Yeah.
Make somebody black that's doing something crazy like that. Like, what? Isn't that the whole purpose? I'm not saying no. I'm not saying there aren't any, but I'm saying please give some of those examples, because for me, I just feel like, isn't that the purpose of creating legacy? Isn't that the whole thing? That if you start from 0 and you work to 10, then your child gets to 20 and your grandchildren get to 50. Like, isn't that what you want to do? Why do you want them? Why should they get it out the mud if you already have grass growing, if you already have flowers growing, if there's already a tree flourishing? Why not continue to build on that? Why do you have to chop that down and start me at 0? It's really counterproductive.
It depends on the child, though.
Hold on. No, it don't.
I would never do that to my daughter.
It happens a lot, and it's not intentional. But it happens a lot in our community. You see, And other communities, they do things like they go get big life insurance policies. So when that person died, that their children will be set and they able to have a head start in life. So it's cool when you be like, I'm not giving you nothing or something like that, but you are just basically messing up all the generations that come afterwards. You get what I'm saying? You're damaging your own DNA because you are crippling your child. If you got it, then give it to them so that they can go flourish.
Can I ask you this, Luck? Do you believe in this? I remember watching this guy, and he said, listen, by the third generation, all the money will be gone, right? So you a grinder. You come
Tell
from
that to the Rothschilds. Tell that to all the powerful families who
let me
run the
finish.
world.
So you the grinder, right? And you used to grinding, getting it out the mud. Your kids to spoil you. You just giving shit to them. They don't have no knowledge of not having or having to go get it because it's just handed to them. And so by the time they have their child, they're saying like these people won't have no hustler driving them. They won't have the oomph that you had because everything was just handed to them.
You have to give that to them.
Are you creating like these lazy entitled people? Are you creating that?
I remember seeing a Jewish person in the bank as a child, teaching their child how to fill out the bank paperwork. This is this, teaching them at an early age. Just because you have it doesn't mean that you should strip it from your child. Teach them, give them a business, hire them. Like you can show your children how to maintain the legacy and continue to build on it. Don't just say no. Well, you're going to be entitled. They're only entitled when you don't instill something else in them. Give your child a lemonade stand. Give them a T-shirt line. Let them, whatever they're interested in, show them how to make money off of that.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. You have to allow them to earn it. Because if you just hand it to them, they know, oh, well, when you go on, I got this, that, everything's handed to me. They don't know how to go out and get or work. They don't know how to do any of that. They're like, because they done had everything. They done.
Well, I know I'm learning financial literacy right now, and I know as I'm going, I will not
have to get up and go that you have, Lissa. The way that you grind every day, you get up and go. You go into all of these comedian spots trying to get your spot. If everything is handed now to your children, they won't know how to do that. And then when they have their kids, how can they even know anything? Because their own parent didn't know it because everything was handed to them.
Well, then, I mean, again, I just feel like you still teach them, like my aunt, she married a man, and then they took his push cart to having restaurants, and their children they went to really good schools. But every Thanksgiving, she would take them to homeless shelters. They would feed the homeless. Like when her son was interested in, I forgot what it was, but she encouraged it. She put my cousin in just like different programs and stuff. And now my cousin's doing well. I mean, she's always been spoiled, but I just feel like she's not lazy. And she's teaching her children not to be lazy, but that's because her mom just taught her. So even though they had money, she wasn't born with money. It's because her mom married and then they built it together. But, she watched her mom build it, and now she's building her own. And I'm learning financial literacy. I wasn't taught anything that I know other than that I needed to work hard to get things because I didn't have as a child. But now, as I'm learning, I want my daughter to learn. So it's like I want to instill certain things in her. I want to teach her so that she doesn't have to learn it later in life. Like sometimes I do feel like my daughter is a little lazy, but I feel like that has nothing to do with her upbringing. Everything to do with like social media and then like just everything being so accessible. Like it's just everything's right there. So it's like you don't have to go to the light. Like I remember growing up, if I didn't know a word, my parents would like, go look it up. And I had to go get a dictionary, find a damn word. Like now it's like they could just Google it or not care. They can go do Roblox or something. Like there's always something to distract them. So I just feel like, it's our duty to like, teach our kids and to help our children. But speaking of children, some people are saying that Kanye West was very childish for his White Lives Matter shirt fiasco. So in this next video, he's explaining the shirt. I didn't get to watch the video, but I'm pretty sure it's very similar to what Lady Luck was saying. We're going to take a look, and then we're going to discuss. It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show.
Did you want it to express when you do the White Lives Matter t-shirts?
You know, at a certain point, it felt like I saw white people wearing shirts that said Black Lives Matter, like they were doing me such a favor by having a t-shirt that reminded me that my life mattered, like I didn't already know that. So I thought I'd return the favor and let white people know that, hey, your life matters too. It's sort of like when random people will see the documentary, and the documentary was, you know, the third chapter basically was saying, hey, we all love Kanye, but sometimes you got to turn the camera off on him. Meaning, like, don't listen to everything. Yes, we know he's a genius, but feel free to put him on mute whenever he doesn't align with what we're telling you. And so sometimes I'll see people at a fashion show, and they say, we saw this documentary, and they say, are you good? And I'll say, are you good? So it's like Black Lives Matter, White Lives Matter. And it's just simple as that.
I don't like Kanye's new voice. I don't know, like, when you're going to the store and I see my people and they're, like, wearing, like, nigga, what happens, like, awesome. Remember we used to talk like this and walk like this and Jesus used to, I like that Kanye when he was like, awesome. And I'll go over here and, like, Miracle Whip. I don't like this new Kanye that talks and wears white lives matter as well. How do y'all feel about the explanation? I actually feel like Lady Luck's explanation was better than Kanye's.
Word.
I don't even think that he was thinking where you was thinking. Like, he was like, oh,
lost
well,
me. You know, he did multiple and just to let y'all know, like, I am an extreme Kanye West fan. You know, like this is on the wall here. You know, I would say he did multiple interviews, and one of them he did with the guy Tucker from Fox News. And I
think I found that. You want to see that too?
No, I really wanted to have his back, and I felt like the way that I expressed it was articulately correct. You have lost me, Kanye. Like, they would be talking about one thing, and then he'd make the correlation to something else. And I'm like, no, I'm rooting for you. Like, no, I got your back because I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the White Lives Matter. You could have had any other excuse, but you come on here like, well, yeah, they wore Black Lives Matter and white, you know, that's foolishness. Now, the documentary that him and the young lady have coming out about Black Lives Matter, explosive. They raised over $80 million. They spent money on stuff. And you go back to the neighborhoods and everybody who was involved with the whole situation that was supposed to benefit from, you know, Black Lives Matter, they ain't get nothing. Candace Owens, yeah. So the documentary, they showed that they spent money on prostitutes. They spent money on sex lines, clubs. They had a good time with this Black Lives Matter. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I was on the phone with an Asian woman last night, right? I told her, I don't see color. I understand that racism is a ploy to separate us. You get what I'm saying? So when you say, you got to understand something. When you say Black Lives Matter, Black lives do matter. But you are excluding everyone else. So as you are saying, hey, look at me, everybody else says, well, what about me? You get what I'm saying? And that part right there, when you separate yourself, it creates tension, whether you know it or not. You get what I'm saying? Like, it should have been a different slogan. And especially, hey, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Black Lives Matter. Y'all need to march against what they playing on that radio. Y'all need to march against what they feeding y'all kids. Mentally, spiritually, physically. Black Lives Matter. Stop killing each other. Black Lives Matter. Stop dressing up like aliens and being on the train. Like, we have to clean up our own home before we get upset with anybody else. That's all I'm saying. So, Kanye, I was with you for a second, but these explanations that you are giving are not articulately put together well. Then on top of that, you're making yourself look crazy because now you're beefing with everybody. You said A$AP Rocky was sleeping with the designer. Then you said, no, he's not. Then now you're beefing with Diddy. because Diddy switched up how he felt he was dancing with them answers on the radio, and then somebody checked him, and he came back out and denounced the shirt. So now you posting text messages with you and Diddy, telling him to get up with you. Yo, then, like, I was with you. Then you gonna say to Lil Boosie, don't speak on me, Lil Boosie, speak to me. Yeah, little nerd ass me. Come smack me or come shoot. I don't know what that is. I'm the one that got bullied by the entire black community. Now I'm back to the school up. What are you saying? Like, that's not even a good analogy. That's not even a good metaphor, yay. Especially what was going on in these schools, especially what just happened to them kids in Texas. You don't say that. So it's like, while I'm sitting here from the side making excuses for you, like, yeah. People mad that he like Donald Trump. But y'all don't know is Donald Trump was good for the country. You looking at your economy? Are you seeing what's happening? You get what I'm saying? But you can't knock him for what he's saying politically, but at the same time, Kanye, like he said, 50% of the black babies in New York City is getting aborted. So he said it's just as many babies in New York being born as aborted. Where'd you get this from, man? So I think that the intention be good, but I think that the delivery be off. I don't think he need, and somebody need to take his phone, because you wildin', yeah. And I love you.
Well, I do feel like
where you at?
More... Can you hear me?
I can't see you.
I'm cam down because I'm driving. But I do feel like there are more black kids being aborted. I do have a problem with that. That's number one. I'm here for the Black Lives Matter slogan, even though a lot of crazy corrupted stuff happened that these people did by stealing money. But I get it, because at the end of the day, it's not the shirt, it's not the slogan that separates us. It's them that separated us. So I understand that. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I don't see color to somebody that's seeing color, especially where I live at now, because, you know, I'm from a big city. I'm experiencing things now that I never really experienced before, being in this small town. And it's not, the black population is just really low. And so at the end of the day, I'm here for the slogan. I'm just not here for the organization. That's just it.
Goddamn mess behind me. Hey man, I hear you, Babs, but we shall overcome, you know. And I just feel like what Martin Luther King was doing, you know, we all have to unite. I want to judge somebody off the character, not the color of their skin. You know, and then yes, you're actually right, Busy World. Black Lives Matter was owned by George Soros. So jokes on us. You know what I mean? Like, next topic.
So according to Black Twitter, because it has them going crazy, the rapper GloRilla, her real name is actually Gloria Hallelujah Woods. So they I think that's an amazing. I like that middle name, Hallelujah. How do y'all feel about her middle name being Hallelujah? Because Black Twitter thinks it's hilarious. And then we'll go to a little more serious story.
I said what I said.
If you could name yourself, what would you name yourself? Like, if you could give yourself like a different name, would you go more traditional, or would you be more like, you know, unorthodox with it?
She got.
What about you, Babs? Would you name yourself Babs?
I love my real name, so I would not change my name. It's so crazy because my mother told me my father wanted to name me Winter, and I would have been furious. I'm like, Winter? Like, huh? Like,
you are
love
Winter,
my
you
real
cold-hearted
name.
bitch.
Yeah. Real name though.
You can't hear.
But
you.
I do have a
cold-hearted. Icebox where your heart used to be.
I do.
Growing up, I did not like my real name. I love it now. I mean, you know, I still don't go by it, but I feel like most people named Melissa don't like their names, or they don't go by that name. Like, except for Melissa Etheridge, but Missy's real name is Melissa. She said growing up she hated her name, so they called her Missy. And Lizzo's real name is Melissa, and I feel like she probably had people calling her Lissa, but just like they messed up my name calling me Lisa, she probably got tired of that, just added them Z's and was like, call me Lizzo. I'm tired of this. But yeah, so I mean,
can I tell you about my name?
I used to lie to people. My name was Brianna. Tell us.
So my name is Chanel, Shanell. So my whole life, people go Chanel number 5. I go, no, Chanel number 1. I didn't realize until I was an adult that I have a ghetto name, just because it was spelled differently, like Mercedes and Lexus. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know. You know, I was like, what? I was blown away. It took me a very long time. Shout out Rated R in the building. But yeah, so.
Yeah, I'm cold-hearted, but you ratchet. You would have a ratchet-ass ghetto name.
Chanel. It's just the spelling that's a little, but I have a cousin named Chanel, and it's spelled the same way. And growing up, when I saw Chanel spelled the way it's spelled for, you know, the brands or Coco Chanel, I thought it was Channel. I was like, what channel is it? Channel 5? Okay, that's what y'all said, channel number 5. And even Versace, when I was little, I was like, what is Versace? Like, the hell is Versace? So, I mean, you know, sometimes it just bees that way. This next story is a little serious. And for anyone who is a dog lover, maybe you want to turn away from the screen.
Yeah, where is the dog? Coco!
Coco ain't going to want to see this. Where did it go?
The dog named Coco. Chanel. Your name Chanel, Coco Chanel. I'm dead.
That's fire.
Yeah, ratchet. How ghetto.
So there's a woman, and the story's sad, but I just wanted to ask this question to you. So there's a woman who is in serious condition. They're saying that she might be in stable condition now, but at the time of this story, she was in serious condition. She was in ICU, and her children are both deceased because of an attack from their own pit bulls. So the 2 pit bulls attacked them, and now her 2-year-old daughter and her 5-month-old son are deceased. She's in the hospital, and they're saying that she might be charged. And that's what I wanted to talk to you ladies about. Like, do y'all feel like it's right for her to be charged? I'll show you the video just so you can get backstory if there's anything I missed out. And
what
then
kind
let me
of
know
dog?
your
What kind of
pit
dog?
bulls, 2 pit bulls.
Yeah, them things need to be outlawed.
Killed by their own pets. Their mother rushed to the hospital. Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Darcy Thomas.
And I'm Dominique Dillon, filling in for Daryl. We've just learned within the last 90 minutes, the mother's condition has been upgraded to stable condition at Regional 1.
The Shelby County Sheriff's Office says that the 2 pit bulls were euthanized this afternoon by Memphis Animal Services. Now, the attack happened yesterday at a home in the 700 block of Sylvan Road in Millington. That's actually near Shelby Forest State Park. Fox 13's Carolyn Serta begins our team coverage tonight.
Tragedy striking the community here on Sylvan Road. A pair of pit bulls attacking a family, killing 2 small children.
It is unimaginable. I mean, such sorrow that family is going through right now.
Within this neighborhood, tucked away on this shady country road, the site of a horrific attack.
All right.
Should the mother be charged?
Well,
I mean, she already lost 2 children. Like, isn't that enough?
Yeah, I think that's enough that she has to live with for the rest of her life. But I will say that somebody said they know loyal pit bulls. Yeah, I hear you. Until they're not loyal anymore. I'm praying for that family. Thank you, Dr. Like, and lifting them up. But I think it's very unfortunate, and it's so sad. But ladies and gentlemen, them pit bulls are evil animals, and this is not the first time that they have taken somebody's life. I ain't never heard of like a Doberman Pinscher doing that. Maybe a Rottweiler tear you up, but I've never heard of any other dog. And to be honest with you, I think they should be outlawed, to be honest with you.
Someone asked charged with what? Child endangerment or something?
Well, let me say this, because, you know, I am an owner of a pit bull, and, you know, I had 2 pit bulls in my life. I will say this. I don't know how the owner raised these dogs, right? The temperament of these animals. And if these were vicious animals, which they, you know, they made this vicious thing, they had some type of tendencies. She should have got rid of these animals when she had these children. I know you love your animals. I had to really think about it when I had my son. It was sad. I thought I was going to have to get rid of my dog. And by the grace of God, I didn't, because my dog is great with children.
I met some good pits before too. I'm not saying that they all bad, but and they're smart. But what I'm saying is, they can snap at any minute, and you know, it don't matter how much you love them and they love you, they can snap. And when them pit bulls snap, there's nothing you can do to stop it. So I feel very sad for them. I don't think that she should be charged with anything. Hi, baby. But
it depends. Like I said, it depends on the situation. If those dogs were vicious animals and she had those dogs in the house with them children, then she absolutely should be charged. So that's what I want to know, the temperament of these animals. I had an American bulldog, God bless the dead, and I couldn't have had that dog with my son. Like, don't laugh because my dog passed away. You're
no,
evil.
it's like God bless the dead. Like that was pretty.
You're evil. You see what I'm saying? What type of person? Like, you're just evil.
Swag laugh first. Swag laugh first. I didn't laugh at the dog passing away. It was like God bless the dead. Like I never heard nobody say that about a dog. Like normally they say it like about the homies or something. You know what I'm saying? So it just took me.
Because you're an evil person, and anybody that loves dogs will say God bless the dead to their dog. So
see?
I hope your
other people
girlfriend
said
know.
they laughed too.
I hope your girlfriend know when her dog died, you're gonna laugh at her when she's crying.
That's not true. When my dog died, I was at the strip club. And I was talking to the gangsters outside, and they see me all sad and crying. They're like, "What's wrong, love?" I like, "My dog died." He was like, "Who?" I was like, "Nah, my little dog." Get out of here, look. They were so mad at me. These people were very mean, but I understand. I'm a dog lover as well. I ain't laugh when your dog died.
You're a lie.
It was God bless the dead.
My dog had cancer and had
God bless the dead.
And Luck, my dog had cancer and had to get surgery, and Luck laughed at my dog. Like, she's an evil person. I'm telling y'all.
No, Babs, tell them I didn't just laugh because the dog had surgery. Like, it wasn't funny. It's not funny, but it was like, what happened, Babs?
She even has a shock collar for her dog. She electrocutes her dog too.
Motherfucker gonna learn how to behave today. Babs, I'm sorry. Speaking of sorry.
Today's chit chat topic, are people or women specifically being conditioned to look for financial stability rather than actual love? Are we tending to shift what is important in relationships? And is that wrong? Should you date for financial stability? Should that be something that you look for when you are, looking to get into a serious situation? Or do you look for love? Can you be in a relationship with someone who doesn't have money but loves you, doesn't have money but they're loyal, doesn't have money but you can speak to them about certain things? Like, what are you looking for? Let us know. It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show.
You rarely tell us how you feel. How do you feel?
Huh?
How do you feel about it? You go first.
I don't feel like it's wrong to want to be with someone who is financially stable, but if that is not you, then I don't feel like you should be looking to be with anyone at all. I think that the key is to, put yourself in a situation where you are ready to be loved. And if that has a stipulation with financial stability, then you're not ready. Like, I know that for me, I took a long time to want to, even now, I don't feel like I'm ready to be in a relationship because I feel like it could be a distraction. Like, I was even watching a clip of Waka Flocka, because now Waka and Tammy are getting a divorce, and he was saying that now that he is single, he has so much time, and he's saying how his businesses are now flourishing because he's putting all of his energy into his businesses.
No.
And I'm like, that's so true. So I mean, I feel like, I'm not looking for, but I also cannot be with somebody who is struggling through life, because I just feel like, I mean, you work on you, I'll work on me, and if it's meant to be, I'll see you at the top.
One thing is that I've been in relationships when I wasn't financially stable, and maybe it was the people that I was with But it's way different than when you have, you know, some money in your pocket. I didn't want to date, and I made it clear. Like, I was like, nah, I'm not even dating because I know the caliber of girls that I like to date, and I know the things that I like to do. So when I personally, you know, maybe because I play that role and I'm dressed like this, but I know that when I wasn't, you know, where I needed to be, those relationships, you get treated differently sometimes. I'm just keeping it a stack. You know what I mean? Especially if your partner has it and you don't. You know what I'm saying? Like I was with somebody who, you know, they had it, and sometimes they might get borderline disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? And that's across the line with men and women. No matter what sex you are, when you dating somebody, you know, so, unless not everybody does it. You know what I'm saying? But there's a chance where somebody will talk crazy to you. Like I see relationships right now, very successful women. You know, then they go marry these men. You know, like Britney Spears. When Britney Spears got with Kevin, I said it's a bad idea. Now, seriously, when I see these women with the bag and they go marry somebody who, because they just want to be loved and they just want somebody to love me. I already got the money. Money's not important, bitch. Say that when y'all go to court, because look at Britney now. I'm just simply saying, everybody should have their own. Like, I feel like there's a difference between the subject we having and then what's really going on in society. Because what we're talking about is just having somebody who, you know, is responsible and have some paper. But I think society, maybe, or more so the black community, the women are being brainwashed to be like, well, I need a man who's, you know, like rapper status or drug dealer status and things of that nature. And baby, you're not even bringing nothing to the table but the box.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that box empty.
Right. I remember my friend told me it. Well, my ex-friend told me years ago, because I liked all these girls that was in shape. And he was like, well, lucky, maybe they like people who look like them. They make me get in shape, but I understood what he was saying. So, so my whole point of that is like, maybe you match the bag and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, money is not real and it don't exist. And when this economy crash next year, you better find somebody to love. Don't you want somebody to love? Don't you need somebody to love? Okay? Y'all looking for these men with the bag. And look at these horrible relationships. You got yourself a man with the bag and he out here giving everybody, it's just... Oh,
I had a friend, and she is very pretty, nice body and everything, but her man wasn't completely, it's like so attractive, but he was taking care of her, but she wasn't really happy, and because she felt like inevitably she could get with a baller, a shot caller, a basketball player, somebody more fire, and she wasn't content, and she ended up putting herself in a different situation. And I don't fault her for that. Even as you're growing and you're becoming your best self, you want somebody that's also at their best. And it's not, what they said to you was not wrong. Sometimes people have all of these things that they want, and it's like, well, what are you? It's like, oh, I want somebody that's in shape, that look good. But it's like, do you also offer that? And that's why I've been working on, like I said, working on me, because I don't want.
You look good.
Thank you. But I don't want to be in that type of situation. Babs, how do you feel about that?
Real quick, I just would say, don't be with somebody if their money is down and you have to dim your light. Yes. So if you're in a relationship with somebody and they can't, I'm not saying take you to the Maldives and all that, but if they just make you slight yourself to where you're accepting less. Where it's like, well, I would like flowers, but I know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if those type of things, I would say that they're unhealthy. You know what I mean? Like, maybe they can't buy you the diamonds and the jewelry and stuff, but love is more important than money. I ain't got the answer, Sway.
I've been out with somebody who I know, like, for me, they way more excited to be around me than I am for them. And I've had people that be like, well, you want to be with somebody that likes you more than you like them. I've never been that person. That never works for me. Like, I hate that feeling, because I'm looking at you like, ew, and you looking at me like,
no. But what happens is this. My mama told me that a lot. My mama said, oh, give somebody who like you more than you like them. Because, what happens is in the beginning, they treat you like Puff Daddy. But as it goes on, they be like, I got you. Who else could I get?
Hello.
Now you done boosted up their confidence, and now they the nigga. And now you the one at the bottom.
That's why you got to remind them that they ain't shit every now and again. Just remind, nigga, this is charity work. Okay? Look at you. Then look at me. You're welcome.
What do you want to say, Babs?
That's why I don't deal with that problem, because I only deal with women with low self-esteem who are stressed out in their life. You know, they need a shoulder to lean on. They really not motivated. You know, they don't have too much motivation. And then I come in and
they don't want much out of life.
They don't really want too much out of life. You know what I'm saying? So the little bit that I do seems like a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? So that works for me, you know? So now when I'm rubbed they back and be like, it's gonna be okay, baby. That works for me. You know, now they feel like, oh, she here for me. You know, when I boost up their self-esteem, I'm like, yo, you look good. Like, what are you talking about? You don't need that girdle. Like, you wildin' right now. You don't need no BBL. Like, you the shit. Like, you know, I encourage them to be better. So they're not gonna leave. They're not gonna be like, oh, I got you. Who else I could get? Because at the end of the day, ain't nobody else that got you out the mud. That's what they hold on to. The fact that I was there for them when they wasn't even there for themselves, when they thought that life wasn't worth nothing. You know, when they was down and out, sitting there just eating gallons of ice cream and shit. You know, so a lobster tail with butter sauce and you know, some encouragement goes a long way. You know, some crab legs and obey.
But then they start thinking they could get lamb chops somewhere else, is what Luck is saying. You
no,
going
they not
elevate them to it where they start feeling like they deserve filet mignon.
Because let me tell you, when somebody is that down and out and you bring them out of that, they carry that. So even if they could get the lamb chops for somebody else, I'm still on a pedestal because I got them to that place. So they don't want the lamb chops from somebody else. They want to make me lamb chops now. Now all the lamb chops are being made for me. That's how it goes.
And they face is covered, so you already got it.
Like what I look like dealing with somebody that got their shit together. Like that's kind of crazy. Like you got your shit together, like your credit's good, like you're not stressed out, like everything's fine at home. You come from a good
so what is left for me to do?
You know what I'm saying? Like you come from a good family and shit. Your mother's a teacher and shit. Like I don't want that. I'm like, so your mother wasn't on drugs? You know, like your father wasn't a crackhead, like a cokehead. Like I need something to build up. You know what I mean? That's
baby. Babs, again, I say this every episode, is the Paul Mooney to my Richard Pryor. She writes all my jokes. I don't know that she is actually a comedian, a rapper, a producer. Okay, she's like Babs is.
Why you ain't get mad at Lissa?
Huh?
Lissa's clowning what you saying. She said it's comedy. It's a joke. Why you not mad at Lissa?
No, because what she just said, my stomach hurts. What?
But
why would I get with somebody that got their shit together? It's hilarious. That's a whole set. She just did 5-minute bit. That's funny.
Come on now. It's no excitement with somebody who got their shit together at any given time. They could just cut you off because they don't need you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because they could just go on with their life because they good and shit. I don't got time for that. I need you to need me. You can't live without me. Like, period. Why would I want to deal with a chick that's on a meal plan, that go to the gym every day, that count her calories and shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, she want to take care of her body. Like, she want to eat right. Wait. No, I bring that to the table. If I meet you like that already, I'm worth nothing.
I like that pimping Babs. That's definitely some.
Well, speaking of being worth nothing,
she's dropping jewels.
Speaking of worth nothing, Tia Mowry and her man, Mr. Tia Mowry, they're getting a divorce, and it's leaving a lot of speculation where people will feel like maybe he cheated A lot of people are also saying that he may have been a controlling husband. I think his name is Cory Hardict or something like that. Well, take a look at this video. It's a short clip, but in this clip, you can see their interaction. It's giving Ike Turner. Take a look.
Perfect. You know, marriage is work.
And that's
marriage is work. I'm not here.
Go ahead, sorry.
I'm not gonna be here.
You caught that whisper?
And the look, and it was everything.
You caught that shit?
Do it again. Play it again.
You know what I'm saying? I'm perfect. You know, marriage is work.
And that's
marriage is work. I'm not here.
Go ahead, sorry.
I'm not gonna be here. Like, you know,
okay.
He gave her that eye, like.
And look at her right there. She look like she in distress. Look, she like, can somebody please?
But you know what that is for me? This is just what I think. I think that it's the family that is the problem. I think because she was like me and got with somebody that wasn't popping. You know what I'm saying? His career wasn't doing good when she got with him. She was up. So she pulled the Babs move. She went and got a nigga that face was in the pillow crying every day because he was going to them auditions and wasn't getting chosen. You feel me? And so now the family feel away. They mad. Like her sister, her twin, got a rich husband. You know what I'm saying? He's Caucasian. He got a wine. His whole family got bread. Like, at the end of the day, I feel like the family was the problem, that they was telling her, get rid of him while you with him. You know, he's too hood, he's ratchet, he's a bum. And she didn't stick by her man. That look on his face wasn't a look of, I'm encouraging you, I'm supporting you, I'm bringing you out the mud. It was a look of, you're getting on my nerves. Look, you won't even let me talk. Move, bitch, you got all the interviews. Now I get to sit down and talk, and you want to talk too? You got a TV show, you got a cooking show, your sister, everybody popping. When we together and the camera's on, let me talk. That's it. They don't know how to work. I just said, baby, this your interview. Because she could get an interview at any time. He can't. This your interview, baby. Go ahead, talk that shit.
Luck, what do you feel?
Oh, man. You could tell by the way he snapped at her right quick what be going on at home, that they be having some type of issues. He wanted to lead the relationship. Let's go back to the finance thing. So he wanted to be the leader of the relationship, but he has built up a resentment for her because he's not. And it's difficult in a relationship. Like, if the woman is making more money, for the man to feel comfortable. And that's just like, you know, people look at you a certain way. People judge you a certain way. So me in particular, I would say that you could tell that they have issues in their relationship, and she could do better.
She could definitely do better. She better go home and get Roger. But yeah, I never really liked them together. Now I can say I feel like that's my friend, right? I supported them while they was together. I didn't say nothing bad. I didn't say, girl, he not even that cute. Okay, what you doing? I let her be in love. I didn't say nothing. But now that she getting out of the relationship, I'm like, yes, because you could have been did better, okay? I would have been happy if her and Derwin would have had their little family in real life, because I just love watching them on television. I thought they were so cute. But I feel like, you know, Babs has a point, but then it kind of contradicts what she was saying. She said, date somebody that needs you, struggling, you know, they're going to appreciate you. And here they are getting a divorce.
And listen to me, they're going to appreciate you until they don't. And I've dated people who I've done these things that Babs told me. I wasn't as extreme as what she's saying, you know. But there are people who I've come in, I clean the life up. I always bring a better quality of life. People start getting used to living under your anointing. They get used to living under your blessing and take it for granted because they think now it's them. And once they leave that umbrella, they go, oh my God, wait a minute. And this happens so many times. So me in particular, I'm just like, I don't know what the hell to do. I don't have no answers. We're all fucked. Do you hear me? We are all fucked.
I hope she get with a rapper now. Like, you know, I know her sister was the one that was on the reel, but Jeannie Ma went and got Jeezy. I hope she go get her, like, you know, a older rapper with a bag or something like that. Like, maybe she should date Rick Ross.
Maybe she should date Tory Lanez. They'll get the people talking. Now, Tory Lanez is back in the news, but it's not for violence this time. Don't worry. Only thing he's saying he's going to kill is these tracks. So he's saying that he would like to executive produce Iggy Azalea's next album. He says he's been wanting to EP a female album for a while. He wants to raise the bar on the beats, production, and overall experience of female albums. And he's saying this is going to be fun. So allegedly, he's going to be the executive producer on Iggy Azalea's new album, her next album. Does this create excitement for you? Do y'all care? Do y'all feel like he's kind of taking shots at the females that are out now? Like, what you mean Iggy gonna raise the bar? She don't even have bars. Should we pull up that video on Sway when she was rapping like a Tyrannosaurus Rex, like a dinosaur, like old raps? Like, how do y'all feel? Like, do you feel like this is gonna be a good collaboration? Are y'all here for this? It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show.
I think they smash it, if I'm not mistaken. Like, I've seen them giving gifts to each other and things of that nature. Tory has his opinion, so when he's saying he's raising the bar, he's just, just speaking, being excited, Shout out Iggy. I won't be no slander over here. I don't really want to slander female rappers. I want us to stand together, especially after that spectacle that BET just pulled. So I support any female rapper that's taking themselves seriously.
Okay, well, when she first came out, Iggy Azalea, I thought that it was going to be different than what it turned out to be. And then when she got with T.I., it was kind of like, I don't know. And then she had that lyric that, like a verse where she said something about being a slave master. So I was really just turned off by her. And now she, is turning her face. She's trying to look more like melanated in her skin complexion. Her nose got a little wider. She wants to, look a little more, like a Nubian queen. And then she named her son Onyx, and that kind of got me a little bit annoyed too. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, the baby's daddy is black.
But why you gotta name your baby Onyx?
Because that's the
we know the baby's black. We know the baby's black, Iggy? Why didn't you name the baby Blanco? He's also white.
I think we be concerning ourselves with the wrong things. My cousin.
I'm not concerned. I'm just saying the things that turned me off.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get it. Iggy was cool when we seen her in LA, Miss Lissa, so let's be nice.
Okay, she was nice. I'm just telling you one thing that turned me off.
All right, fine. I get it.
I was a little turned off, bitch. Well, same thing with Nick Cannon. Nick was a nice baby. Nick, he was cool as hell. Now, the name of his last baby, he too named the baby Onyx. And it's like, okay, so the baby with the first baby with the black mama gotta be named Black.
I will say that, Nick, it's unsafe what you're doing because these children are born so close to each other. And so you're not having any type of condoms. Is there any HPVs? Anything going on? And then he was saying that women don't even clean themselves. Well, you are sleeping unprotected with a lot of women who you claim that women don't clean themselves properly. I don't know. I'm just really.
I mean, he definitely throwing bitches some BV. A little bacteria, vaginosis. There's no way he not.
Something. Like some babies are born days apart.
It's definitely going to be off balance, okay? The pH going to be off balance. But the bank account will be balanced. He going to take care of the children. Babs, how do you feel about Iggy Azalea collaborating with Tory Lanez? Everyone in the comments, how do y'all feel? Are y'all here for this collaboration? Are you excited for the new music? We want to know. It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show.
Well, I feel like anybody would want to collab with Tory Lanez right now. He's on fire. Shout out to Tory Lanez. I don't really care for it, but hopefully it's a dope record and I could dance and shit to it. Hopefully it be something dope. What was the next question?
What was the next question, Lady Luck?
How many times you watch them videos?
Girl, listen. You don't want to know. Anyway.
Rated R said this is the legendary producer. Rated R said this is the relationship album. So shout out to them because Tory likes some taller women. But ladies and gentlemen,
listen, if he's smashing it, they both single. It's nothing wrong with it. Do what y'all do. I'm here for it. I'm here for everybody being free enjoying a life and not caring what other people think. You know, you're not married, so go on and carry. You feel me? Period.
Well, someone who is married and is carrying some bones and is going to write a story of all about her life and her memoir is Jada Pinkett Smith. So, according to the blog sites, she's set to release her memoir entitled Honest, which will discuss her marriage to Mr. Smith, her relationship with Tupac, her friendship with Tupac, and, you know, probably her entanglement with August and so much more. Do y'all think that, you know, she should just be quiet at this point, or are you excited for the memoirs of Jada Pinkett Smith?
I think I heard the story already. I don't think that there's going to be anything in there that we haven't heard already. Maybe a few, but I think that we all know Jada. We all know.
Right. I
think she should name her book A Different World. And that'll be fire. Yeah. And hopefully she go more into all I really care about is the relationship with her and Tupac. I'm interested to know, because I know her mother used to be on drugs. So I'm interested to know about that as far as her upbringing, you know, her mother, grandmother, father, and all that stuff. But anything else I don't really care about. You know me, I'm nosy. So I definitely want to know about her and Tupac.
I definitely want to know. I feel like I do know everything, actually.
Yeah.
I would prefer, I don't even want a book at this point, Jada. We want a damn Lifetime movie. Let's go buy what's it called? A biopic, a biopic, whatever it is, tomato. Get it on camera at this point. We want to, if you want to write a book, write Stoney's life. We want to know what happened to Stoney after she cut them goddamn braids, called that man, and hung up the phone. Where did she go in that Jeep? Okay, that's what we want to know. Write that book.
T-Bull said, good for her. I'm not going to read it. Shout out to anybody putting books out and anybody's going to buy it. I'm tired of all y'all, I'll be honest with you. I'm just tired of human being. Earth is ghetto.
I'm going to do a book, but I'm doing a straight up audio book.
Why? Like, you ain't going to tell the truth?
Yes, I am. I'm definitely going to tell the truth, especially when it comes to your part. I'm telling the truth. The whole fact. And so
in your life.
I'm going to do a straight up audio book. I'm not going to do a book where you actually, you know, you got to buy it.
It's going to be your voice?
Yes.
I'm buying it.
I'm definitely going to get that. I think that we should figure out how you could be like people GPS. Like instead of like turn left, it's like, yeah, right here. Turn right there. Like I would love to get people directions. Like at 45 miles, you about to be at the spot. Okay, like
it's not your exit. What you doing?
It's not it. You already missing that. Now I gotta redirect.
Look, I got a lot of interest. Well, I feel like my life is interesting in a whole. I'm gonna tell. You know what I'm saying, and tell some people business as well. That probably be like, oh, why did you say that? I'm like, bitch, because I was there. And I'm telling. Like,
they be like, so October 16th, 19-something, I was born. Y'all was blessed with my presence on earth. Babs Bunny is here. And then when I signed the bad boy, right? You know, we're going to do all that?
No, I'm going to start it off with my parents.
Oh.
Because they are
Give me one line. Give me one line. Tell me like one line.
And be like, so, one day, my grandmother came home and said, hey, I need somebody to come with me to this wedding. I don't have nobody to go with me. And then she asked my mother, and my mother said, all right, I'll go. And then she went to the wedding, and the person wedding was one of my grandmother's co-workers, and her cousin was there, which was my father. And then he looked at my mom, because, you know, my mom was light-skinned, and back then, light-skinned, like all of the guys like the light-skinned girls and all of the girls like the light-skinned dudes. So my pops, you know, he chocolate. He was like, Dag, what's good, Red Bone? And she had the big afro and stuff. And then he hollered, he bagged her. And then when he shot the club up, bam, and here I come. You know what I'm talking about?
And ladies and gentlemen, what you just heard is a sample of the autobiography that will be written and voiced by Babs Bunny. Wasn't that so interesting the way she just told that?
I definitely want to know more. So you said that
I'm gonna ride to it.
It all happened at a wedding? I love it.
At a wedding, yes. My mother went to this wedding with my grandmoms, and then she didn't even want to go. My mother was like, yo, I ain't want to go, but she pressed me to go. And then it was a guy there, and it was my pops. He tried to holler at her. And then they lived like 10 minutes from each other. So he dropped them home. My grandmother said, yeah, they was in the car for mad long. He probably was trying to, you know what I'm saying? And then my grandma said she told my mother, get in the house. And then she was open. You know, I don't even know if I was conceived in the car that night. You know, I don't know. My mom could have been.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
my mom could have
been
wilding.
You gotta buy the book. You gotta buy the book. So it's too much. It's coming out next year.
Speaking of books,
we're gonna start working on it next year. All right,
we're getting ready to close out the show, but I just have one last question for everyone watching and for the two of you. Who's the homewrecker in the situation where, you know, someone cheats? Who is the homewrecker? The cheating spouse or the side piece?
The cheating spouse, because you are mine. I can't hold that person accountable. I'm gonna go fight them. I be thinking that's so stupid when y'all go fight the person your lover cheated with. Like, that is dumb. Now, if you the homie, if you one of my friends or something like that, then we'll fight. But I don't see it. Like, unless a girl is coming here or guys coming here and they have their bite parts all hanging out. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, unless you are intentionally plotting on my lover, that's crazy. Like, with the Nina, what's her name? What's the girl name? Her boyfriend just cheated on her. Nia Long. I can't blame that white lady.
You know, do you see that lady?
That's ridiculous. You know what I mean? But she might be letting him do every and anything to her. And meanwhile, Nia is like, I'm Nia Long. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I feel like if I mess up, my shorty was telling me I ain't got no beef with that girl. I don't know that girl. I'm coming to knock your head off.
Well, if my girlfriend, like, if she really likes this girl, then I'm gonna beat her up, right? Because I want to hurt my girlfriend, my spouse feelings, and if I could really hurt their feelings by beating up the person that they falling in love with, like, I'm dragging her, B, like, that's a whole fact, and you gonna have to eat that and feel bad because you should have told her I'm crazy.
Why don't you beat the person up? Ain't nothing gonna hurt them more than them hurting.
Nah, B, nope. Somebody that's mad scary.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
No, Dad, what if you go fight the girl?
Especially if they deal with somebody that's mad scary.
What if you go fight the girl, she give you a run for your money? Now what?
Nah, but listen, we gonna be equipped for that. But what happened? Like, yo, if he dating somebody that's mad scary, he really gonna feel bad because he knows she not a fighter. You know what I'm saying?
Windmilling, like, and you really fighting she?
Yeah, he gonna be like, yo, don't do that to her. She ain't even on that
you
type
like
of
this.
time. I'm washing her. She getting dragged. Okay? She getting washed up laundry mat.
See, cook with
now, I brought up this topic.
Babs is the kind of toxic I'm trying to change from. Thank you.
There's a storyline on Love and Hip Hop Miami, and it's a Haitian couple, and the sister of the girl of his wife, she's always trying to break them up. So it started with her telling her sister that her sister's husband, Marlon, he slept with her friend. When she told her sister that her friend slept with her sister's husband, she ended up staying with him. So then she was like, damn, that didn't work. So most recently I saw she told the sister that she slept with him, and the sister still stayed. And it's like, is this, because it kind of feels like now, like she's doing this on purpose to split them up. So it's like, I feel like,
why would she sleep with him?
She just don't want to see her sister happy from what it looks like. Because she slept with him even when she told the friend. So when she told the friend that slept with the same man, she was like, ew, you a bad sister. And then they got into a fight because she like, well, you slept with him too. She said, yeah, but that's not my sister.
Hold up, listen, like, let me say this real quick. Somebody in the comments said, what if she's a fighter and she beats you up? Listen,
that's what I'm trying to get at.
This is why you got to do your research, right? I'm going to do my research on the girl. And if she a fighter, she's not going to beat me up because I'm sneaking that ass. She ain't even gonna see it coming, all right? She'll be walking down and like, boom, 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 boom. It's over for you. I'm not fighting you.
I don't like the sneak attack.
Do I look like fighting somebody who know how to fight? Like, you fight back? Nah, I'm not fighting you.
I'm avoiding all ghetto behavior.
I don't want the smoke right now.
I feel like I'm such a catch, and I'm so dope that if like you step out of where we at, you just opening the door for everybody who's outside waiting. So I'm never concerned about somebody cheating on me, because for one, I know I push it the fuck down, and two, please, there's a line.
Wow. Speaking of lines, we're drawing the line here. This is the end of the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show. It has been an amazing 97 minutes. And we want to make sure that everyone understands that we appreciate your support. Please continue to support us, but elevate your support. Make sure you are following the BEC Show on Instagram. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We forgot to put the Cash App up, but it's going to start going back up. So please continue to help us to assist us in building this platform. We are nothing without your support. From watching our shows, telling people to log on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12:30. Make sure you are doing that. We appreciate you.
And let me just put this out there. Greater is he that's in me, pause, than he that's in the world. I am not taking nothing laying down. I am fed up, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the nice person. I'm the nice Christian. You know, I don't know if you're Christian, but I'm the nice person, believing God, God-fearing, and all that. But let me explain something to you. My buttons have been pushed. So if you hear about luck snapping, understand that these people made me snap. That's all I'm saying. This morning, my lawyer called me because I got an emails. Everybody's getting it. I'm not letting nobody bully me. That's it. I'm nice. You see the light-skinned face. Oh, praise Jesus. You want to come try to bully me. It's on. See, I have a good
And that goes for anybody in the comment section attempting to bully her, okay? If
anybody
you are, you know, we don't
listen.
I'm just
listen, man.
Shout out my sister. Happy birthday. We're going to turn up all weekend. Shout out my nephew. Happy birthday. We turn up all weekend. Swag is in town. We're going to have us a great evening, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, no weapon formed against me.
I just remembered you don't live in New Jersey. I'm like, oh yeah, Swag had to travel there. Okay, well,
look, you're not taking nothing laying down. I'm taking some things laying down.
I got your name written in my Bible. I got some things. Yo, do y'all know that the book of Psalms is crazy?
I love Psalms.
No, but it gets crazy. Like, I was reading this one scripture and it was going like with my situation. It was like, yes, God. You know, the guy was like, you are my friend. He said, if it was an enemy, I could take it. If it was a foe, I could hide from them. He was like, but you, my friend, who I've walked with, who I've shared sweet fellowship with. And I was like, yes, that fits my situation. But then the next line, he was like, may death grab them by surprise. May the grave swallow them whole. I said, no, God, no, God. That's not the part. I would go back to no weapon formed against me. You know what I'm saying?
People got to respect God's wrath.
If the Bible said it, let them be beheaded. Period.
Hello, people got to respect God's wrath.
Y'all got to go get in the book of Psalms.
God wouldn't do that. Yes, God will do that. When God get mad enough, God be like, give me 2 of everything. Everything else got to die. Y'all gonna feel this smoke. Okay?
That's the whole fact. Hold up real
God
quick.
is not the one to be playing with. God will show you better than God can tell you. Okay?
Y'all go read the book of Psalms.
God said eye for an eye.
It get crazy. It get crazy.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get out of here, October 29th, we are live in New York City and Rochdale, Queens, to be exact. We are doing an adult prom. It is a battle event, but the theme is a prom. We are also filming a documentary. When I tell you, you want to be in this building, you want to be in this building. I don't know. We got a few months left out the year. I don't know if you got somewhere to dress up to go to, but if you don't and you want to look good, this is the place to pull up and look good at. Tickets are on sale right now. You can hit the link in my bio, get you a ticket. And if you can't come to New York, you can still buy your ticket and support a black sister putting on. You see how I threw the black in here? You know what I'm talking about? So you can definitely support by purchasing a ticket. And if you want, you could give it away to somebody that's closer that might want to come out to the event, or you could just keep it for yourself, but you're supporting the cause. So y'all already know the vibe. Give it up for the ladies all the time. October 29th, live in New York. Hit the link in my bio. Purchase your tickets now.
I have never seen the righteous forsaken. Keep coming for me. I feel bad for you. I pray for my enemies, okay? Because I do all God's work. I'm out here taking care of God's children, and they are expensive, okay? So I'm just telling you, keep messing with me, and I feel bad for you. That grave gonna swallow you whole. Let's get out of here, man.
And you can go to MissLissaKnows.com and get your swag. You know, get a hat, get a T-shirt. Enter the code BEC. You're gonna save some money. I'm gonna help donate some to to the prom. Okay, help me support the prom. Okay.
Yo,
go to my
swag.
website.
Swag. Go buy 5 tickets. Swag right now. Swag. Go buy 5 tickets. I don't want to hear nothing.
And I have my first battle
like this.
November 8th at Caroline's. It's going to be a real battle. It's supposed to be a comedy battle. I'm battling a comedian, and it's going to be fun, but I'm taking her head off. So if you want to see me take somebody's head off, I'm taking your head.
You better.
I hope you're watching this. Because I'm taking your head off.
Don't embarrass us, Lissa.
I hope you're watching this, mop.
Taking your head off.
Who?
Nothing. Let me shut up.
Yeah, you just yelled. I don't know what that was. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I love y'all. Don't forget, tomorrow, 10 a.m., we have Saturday prayer line. It is changing lives. It is, miracles is happening. If you've been watching the show, you even see a difference in my background. God is just really just doing amazing things in people's lives. And I'm going to tell y'all, I know y'all going to get on my prayer line next year when everything start going down. So, tomorrow, 10 a.m., free ministry. No, I got to pray. I got to pray because I get mad when people come to our prayer line and they going through stuff in their life and we give them all our good prayers and all our love. And then when things get fixed, they not there no more. Like, no, God. And God like, Chanel, you got chill. I'm like, but they was using us for your prayers, God. Like, I don't like that. Y'all ain't even asking y'all for no tithes. Just come pray. Come support. Come fellowship. Hold hands. It's rough out here. Don't be coming here.
They not using us, Luck. Don't worry. They not using us. God is using us.
God is using us, Luck. God is using us.
All right.
Not
we are very
we are doing God's job.
And
so if you want to come and get prayers from us and then go on with your life afterwards, you're more welcome to come back when that ship sink again. So you're more welcome to come on back.
And the ship wouldn't sink if you stayed. But no, seriously, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just joking. But seriously, we have a really amazing prayer line, and I really love y'all experience it. It's in my bio, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's really a good time. So hopefully, a lot of y'all in the comments already be pulling up. Overflow, I'll see you tomorrow. Liking, I'll see y'all tomorrow. I love y'all much. And if you're just an atheist, don't worry, you'll get God next year, and we'll see y'all Monday.
Amen.
Yup. Wait a minute. It's the BEC show. What y'all thought it was? Y'all thought it was the CEB show? Oh, y'all tripping? Yeah, yo. We gonna wake that ass up. We gonna wake y'all up. Get out the bed, B. Hey, BEC show. People look what they need, yo. It's season of the week, yo. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Yup. You
Go
better
subscribe.
Go subscribe right now. Stop playing with me, y'all. Go subscribe. Go subscribe. What are you doing? What are you doing?